very frightening, actually, this kind of surveillance, if it has happened, right? It is very frightening. You see, the thing is that it has happened in the past. I think we all know about it. It has happened in the past several years ago, and not once, but many times. The thing is that, well, I suppose the stakes at that point of time were not so high as they are today, not only in terms of money, but in terms of reputation, in terms of politics, and so on. So, really, this incident, is something which is very frightening, and it can have a very serious impact on the future of democracy. You can't put, important persons, even unimportant persons, on surveillance. I think that that's totally wrong.
What should happen now? Because there's an essential ambiguity that is worked into what we know, and which is obviously that a whistleblower works with NSO that actually makes Pegasus, has outed this data, but without the devices submitted for forensic examination, Justice Lukur, we will never conclusively know how many people were actually placed under surveillance.
Yes. You see, it's like this. First of all, I think we have to proceed on the basis that this Pegasus was purchased by the government of India or by one of the agencies of the government of India. The reason why I say that we have to proceed on that basis is that it has been asked categorically that does the government of India have it, and there's no answer, right? So, in the absence of an answer, I think you have to assume that the answer has to be yes, it has been purchased. Now, if it has been purchased, why has it been purchased? According to NSO, they say that, listen, we give it to the governments, vetted governments as they call it, or to agencies only for the purposes of national security or terrorism or drug-related crimes and so on. Now, if that is so, if we accept both these two propositions, well, we have to see that if it has been purchased, has it been used? I don't see why the government of India would spend thousands of dollars. That's what the newspapers say. It costs thousands of dollars, or maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars, to purchase the software or the spyware. So I really don't see why the government of India should spend so much of money. And again, from what the newspapers say, none of the so-called terrorists or so-called drug dealers that are there in the news, have been kept under surveillance. It is people from the media, for example, who have been kept under surveillance. So really, I think it's time for the government to come clean. The government should say that yes, we have purchased it. The next question is that since you have purchased it, are you using it? And if so, for what purpose are you using it? For that, the government of India, if it says that, well, we're not using it, we've just purchased it, then the third question would be that why did you purchase it if the intention was not to use it, right? So I think a lot of these questions will need to be asked, and the government has to give an answer. Parliament is there. I think Parliament should ask, members of Parliament should ask all these questions and get answers on the floor of the House. There's no point in a press conference or something. And then proceed, depending upon what the answers are.